Hello, welcome to Pecan Corner. Well, it's that time of year. The Texas citrus is ripe, so this big bag of a beautiful Texas ruby red grapefruits that I got on sale. I'm fixing to start canning them today. I'm going to segment them and then I'll put them up in a very light syrup. When they're fresh, they don't even need any sweetener at all. They're just as sweet. You can eat them like an orange, and we will certainly eat some of those. I'm going to save my peels, and I'm going to use Mouse Toes' trick to make cleaner out of them. Just put them in with some vinegar and make a citrus solvent for cleaning like with those. So that's where we are right now. I'm going to see how I section these. Take your knife, slide it right along the edge of that membrane, and then just twist the knife under it, and it will just peel right off. You can also go backwards if you need to. You'll know, when I cut these, see, I cut off that outside when I peeled them, and I will section all of these, and then when I put them up, they won't have any of that membrane to deal with. Oranges put up like this you can use to make ambrosia with. We will keep these. Paul loves to eat these just fresh. He's from Florida, and so in the summertime, a big batch of these cold in the fridge would be a great breakfast. He doesn't take any medicines that interfere with them. There are some medicines, I don't know what they are, but there are some medicines that grapefruit will interfere with. So you do need to look it up before you go eating too many of them. But if you check at your stores, now's the time of year to buy good Texas citrus, whether it's grapefruit or oranges from the Rio Grande Valley that down in South Texas. All right, I will be back when I get a little bit further along. Yeah, Paul smells grapefruit. Here he comes.
That's not what he's coming in for.
Oh, well, we're recording, but we'll record you if you should get over here.
No, I don't want to do it.
Oh, okay. So,
I'm sorry, you still talking to that?
Yeah. Oh, the other water came on. Yay! I have water in the kitchen again. Woohoo!
I was coming in looking for another one of those things she brought over.
Oh, they're right here. Hold on, YouTube, I'll be right back.
She's got to feed me first.
A friend of ours stopped by, brought us some black eyed peas, and she also brought us some raspberry bars. And raspberry is one of Paul's favorite fruits, except for grapefruit. So he's in heaven because he's got fresh homemade desserts there. All right, I switched to my serrated knife because some of the skins on these were starting to get a little bit hard, and the knife, a sharp knife will slip. And I cut my finger pretty badly last year trying to cut citrus with those knives. So I switched to my serrated knife. That way I won't cut my hand off. I'll go back to a straight bladed knife when I go to section them. This is my 18 pounds of grapefruit here, nearly all done, nearly all peeled, and then all I have to worry about is getting my section. And now that Paul's in the kitchen, I'll probably
I gotta go back to
draft him to help.
I've got these CDs to burn.
Oh, okay, all right. Anyway, I'm just gonna show you what this looked like, how much of this there is before I start sectioning it. All right, I'll be ready. It was easier and better light to come over here. So I have 5 quarts of grapefruit and its juice. I canned it in a very light syrup made of the juice sweetened with a little sugar. And each of the quarts weighs a little over 2 pounds, so that's about 10 pounds of fruit and juice out of my 18 pounds of grapefruits. Thanks to the Empty Nester for the tip about being sure to check to be sure that your medications are not being adversely affected by grapefruit before you eat it. That's really important to know. Then I'm trying out Mouse Toe's tip about making a cleaning solvent using citrus peels and vinegar. She used orange peels. I'm using my grapefruit peels, and all I did was pack them into this jar. This is all the peels from that 18 pounds of grapefruit. It packed the jar full, and then it only took about a quart and a half of vinegar poured over it to fill up the jar completely. So I'm going to let that sit for a couple of weeks and macerate. And I did another video earlier in the year in which I canned oranges, and I show the whole process all the way through. So I'm going to put a link to that and kind of keep this one shorter, and I'll put a link to that the orange canning video, and you can go over there and watch that to see the additional steps. I did this process exactly like that. All right, thanks so much. If you like this, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up and please subscribe.